All right, peace and light, family. I hope that y'all are well and happy and whole and all that good stuff. I gotta start out by saying Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve, y'all. Let me tell you, huh? Y'all see over here with the name, the banner. I put Happy New Year's Eve. I wasn't sure, and tell me if I'm the only one. Y'all know, as black folks, and I think many humans do this. Y'all know we say Happy New Year's. Is it Happy New Year's Eve? Is it the apostrophe S as if the years is possessive because it's the eve of the new year? So Happy New Year's Eve apostrophe S. Is it Happy New Year Eve because it's the eve of the new? Y'all, I need the grammar folks, somebody who specializes in grammar. Help a sister out, huh? Because I just took my best shot at it, huh? I used to teach English long time ago, long time ago. I was an English teacher. I just took my best shot at it. I said I think it's a possessive. I'm gonna put an apostrophe S because I feel like the years is it's the eve of the year. So this eve is the eve of the year. It's possessive. So I put Happy New Year's apostrophe S possessive S. Okay, I got it right. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Come on now. Now, if somebody say I'm wrong, blame it on Candace. Blame it on DM. DM said it too. They said apostrophe. Come on, Chi Chi. Come on, Cynthia. Emil, we in here. I got it. The apostrophe. Okay. So happy New Year's with the apostrophe S Eve, y'all. I hope that y'all are well and happy and whole. And I hope y'all are really feeling joyous. I know during this time, as the year closes out, a lot of us get very reflective. We start thinking about how this year has been, what's been going on. Hopefully we're making our gratitude list, and we're finding little moments of joy that we can be grateful for. And then some folks start, contemplating the new year, and it can kind of get a little overwhelming for people. So the intention of this video is for us just to have a lighthearted, good time as we reflect on 2022 with the wellness community. We on the 29th, which was a couple days ago, on the 29th we had the book club meeting, right? We read Mastery of Self by Don Miguel Ruiz. We had our book club meeting, which was phenomenal. After this is over, y'all, I'm gonna put the replay in the chat, and not in the chat, but in the Patreon. So y'all could be able to go watch the replay of the book club meeting if you missed it, for the wellness community. Y'all, it was a phenomenal Zoom. And during the book club meeting, I told them that I wanted to, on today, do like a visioning party. I was going to do a vision board party, but ideally for a vision board party, you want to have the materials, you want to have the supplies, y'all want to all be able to, create the vision boards together. Then I was thinking maybe we could do like a journaling activity and do it like that, like a visioning journaling activity. And that would be good. And then I decided today, I said, why not do this as a collective? Why not do this as a collective? Wellness community is in here. We are doing this. But I want everyone to have access to this because a lot of folks don't know where to start. When we have a New Year's Eve and we're talking about manifesting and stepping into 2023 with these intentions, and we talk about vision boarding and we talk about gratitude lists, a lot of people don't know where to start. So again, my intentions for this video is for us just to have a good lighthearted time as we reflect on our 2022. We give gratitude, and we begin to set our intentions for 2023. But I want to give y'all some clear guided questions so that as you are creating your vision board, you can kind of start thinking about these things for yourself. As you are creating your gratitude list, you can start thinking about these things for yourself, and kind of have a clear idea of how to navigate this road of ending a year in wellness and beginning a year in wellness. Excuse me. Y'all, let me tell you. Huh? I had some hot chocolate. I tried to be festive today, huh? I tried to be festive. And I made some hot chocolate, okay, y'all. It was like a half a cup, and the cup was like right here, y'all. The cup is right here. I try to be festive. Hot chocolate has never been my thing. Let me tell you, that is not my ministry. I am a herbal tea and coffee girl. Hot chocolate has never been my ministry, but I tried to be festive today, y'all. I had got the little vegan marshmallows and everything. This 2 sips in, I said, this ain't my ministry. This is not my calling. Hot chocolate is just not for me. I don't know what it is, but my stomach says absolutely not every time. Every time my stomach says not today. I don't care if it's Ghirardelli. I don't care if it's Swiss Miss. My stomach always says not today. Okay. But anyway, so y'all, I want to go ahead and get started. I want to go ahead and get into it. First off, I hope that y'all are, it's the New Year Eve, huh? I hope that y'all have cleaned your homes. I hope that you have laid your salt down. You put your coins down. You laid your salt down for protection. You put your coins down for abundance. I hope you got your casserole and your brick dust at your threshold, huh? Your salt laid down at your threshold. I hope you got your cinnamon brooms. If not, it's okay. Have a broom. If not, that's okay. I hope you at least you're prepared with your cinnamon for when the new year comes in, you blow it in. I hope that laundry is done. I hope that we got all our cleaning, huh? You said I'm cleaning right now. Come on, Darlene. Come on, Darlene. I hope that I hope everybody got their cleaning done. I hope that we got our black eyed peas going. I put my black eyed pea recipe in the Patreon. I think that was yesterday. I put the recipe in the Patreon last night. I hope y'all got them black eyed peas or on the stove top or in the crock pot. Okay, if you needed to cheat and order some if you need to. But I hope you got your black eyed peas, your greens, your cornbread, some fish. Okay, for me, I got some catfish, some collard greens, some black eyed peas, and some cornbread. So we gonna feast on that as we move into the new year. Okay, but yeah, go watch. B, you got go watch my New Year's Eve ritual video where I break down what's the meaning and the purpose of all of these things. But I hope all of y'all, you're set, okay, for your rituals. You got your hoodoo going. All right. But now it's time to sit down and relax as that clock begins to strike 12. As we start approaching the midnight hour, late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around. Okay, as we begin to approach that midnight hour, I hope that y'all are sitting somewhere, meditating, or doing whatever helps you clear your mind and meditate. Okay, like we said, feet in the air, money in hand, huh? But as you are doing whatever you are doing, I hope that you are sitting in gratitude. I hope that you are open to receiving abundance and positive energy as you move into 2023. I genuinely hope that you are focusing on wellness. We are ending our year centered in wellness, and we are beginning this new year of 2023 centered in wellness. Family, let's go over some ways we can end the year in wellness. As we reflect on 2022, I really want us to take a moment, and this could be quick, y'all. It doesn't have to be, we talk about reflecting on this year. It doesn't have to be like a deep, heavy activity. How we end this year in wellness is we sit in gratitude and we reflect on holistic gratitude, holistic gratitude. So, what I'm going to do is share with you some guiding questions that I ask myself as the year ends so I can end my year in wellness. And I hope that you give it a chance. You can even do this with family. You can do this with your partner. Y'all can have a little round table about this and ask each other these questions and share this. But at the end of the day, this is all about being authentic and being honest. You got to be real about it, okay? And for anybody who has lost somebody, anybody who is deep in grief, anybody who may be deep in depression, anybody who is deep in sorrow right now, I genuinely hope and pray that this activity helps you find some sort of light somewhere in the tunnel that you are in. I really do. So, family, let's get into it. Ending our year in gratitude, holistic wellness, holistic gratitude. Let's go to the first one. First guiding question. As you reflect on 2022, what is one thing you are grateful for that happened to you spiritually? What is one thing that you are grateful for that happened to you spiritually, that happened in your spiritual life? How did you grow in your connection with spirit? What is one thing that you are grateful for that happened to you spiritually in 2022? I will share mines. And the reason I had to say, for anybody who is deep in grief and deep in depression and deep in anything like that, one thing I am grateful for 2022 is y'all, I came up out of it. Huh? I came up out of it, honey. Okay. If you know my story, you know 2020, September 2020, I lost my granddaddy. My granddaddy transitioned suddenly. February 2021, my aunt transitioned suddenly. My granddaddy ashes had got lost in the mail. This is during the panty, huh? My granddaddy ashes had got lost in the mail. We didn't get them back until January of 2021. So my granddaddy passed September 2020. We didn't get his ashes back until January 2021. My aunt passed February 2021, and I went into and a lot happened after she passed. I went into deep grief, y'all. I really retreated. I went within. I wasn't going live. I wasn't, recording content like that. I had really just went within, and I went in more detail with the wellness community talking about what it was like being in that deep grief. But y'all, literally from really, I would say it started March. February was the shock. That was the shock. That's everything had just happened. It was the shocker. March is when I really sat in it and allowed myself to feel all the feelings. And y'all, it lasted for about a year. So this year, 2022, I am grateful that spiritually, I have returned to myself better than I was before. I had never went through anything like that. I had never felt depression that heavy. I had never felt sorrow that heavy. When you lose someone, when someone in your family transitions, someone close to you, when especially when it's a couple people, those were my elders. I live in New York. They were my elders who are here in New York with me, and both of them back to back, my granddaddy, my auntie back to back, was a lot. You have to find, and this is the part of grief that a lot of people don't talk about, you have to find a new normal. You have to find a new version of yourself. When you are used to seeing somebody often, with my aunt, before she passed, I was literally laying in the bed with her. 2 days later, she was in the hospital. 2 weeks later, she was gone. So that's how quick everything happened. And we had plans to see each other literally that next week. Like I was, when you close to somebody, when you have these elders that you are close to, and then they're just gone, and it's like, what? So you have to find a new identity. You have to find a new version of normal, a new version of yourself. So anybody out there who's lost a parent, who's lost a grandparent, who's lost somebody that they're close to, anybody, I don't care who it is, somebody that you're close to, somebody that you love dearly, and you are in deep grief, I just simply advise that you give yourself the time and the freedom to feel all of the feels. You have to, because it's going to come regardless. It's going to come regardless. Y'all, it took about a year. And this year, 2022, in January, I started picking up the camera again, recording content again, sharing again, but I was still doing shorts, little short videos on Instagram and TikTok and stuff. And then I started, going live again. I think around March or April, I did my first live in a long, no, I did my first full recorded video in a long time. And I think around September, I did my first live in a long time. But it took me a while. It took me a while just to get back to myself. So what I am grateful for in 2022 is that I feel like I was going to say I feel like my spirit has returned to me, but I know that my spirit has never left. I can say that I feel like the connection with my spirit has deepened. It's better. It's like new and improved, because again, I had never been as an adult, I had never been knocked down like that before. And I had never felt like that out of it. I had never felt that out of it, never felt that level of depression, that level of deep grief. I'm talking about to the point, y'all, that like I didn't want to go outside. I did not want to. I didn't. I didn't. I didn't. I was in deep, 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 deep grief. Deep grief. Like that's the only way I could describe it. I'm talking about like it. I always think of so when I was supposed to go back to my aunt's house, we were supposed to watch the Fred Hampton movie that came out with Daniel Kaluuya, and the movie had came out, y'all. To this day, of course, when you lose somebody close to you, you think of everything. Like everything reminds you of them, certain songs, that movie, hearing about Fred Hammond, hearing about the Black Panthers, anything like that will remind me of that moment of being in that deep grief and trying to watch that movie, knowing that I'm supposed to be laying in the bed with my auntie watching this and she's dead. So that's like, y'all, it was a lot. It was a lot. And I remember being in such deep grief and such deep depression that like, I follow the moon. I'm a moon child, I'm a moon woman, a moon's girl. And when I follow the moon cycles, and I would be like, okay, next moon cycle, I'm gonna feel better. Okay, we got a new moon. It's this new moon cycle, I'm gonna feel better. All right, another new moon. This is it. This new moon, I'm gonna feel better. And it was never happening. I was never feeling better. I was never feeling like my old self. And what I ended up realizing, y'all, was there is when you lose, when someone transitions who's close to you, there is no such thing as getting back to your old self. You have to create a new. So I'm grateful that in 2022, I've been able to create a new. I'm grateful that, as far as like my spiritual gratitude, that my spirit has returned to me renewed, and it's new and it's better. I now know that I can go through something like that and come out on the other side and be better, feel more connected to my higher self, feel more connected to my divine purpose. Within spiritually, within 2022, coming up out of grief, like you feel like you just like floating barely above water. When you are in deep grief, deep depression, you feel like you are barely floating above water. But as you come out of it, it feels like you are slowly, coming up. You slowly coming up, and you feel in the air, and you're breathing, and you're renewed. And I feel like I'm not just treading water anymore. I'm walking on water now, if that makes sense. So spiritually for 2022, I am grateful that I am better. I am renewed. I'm walking on water. That's how it feels. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I've been able to get back to myself, and for anyone who is going through this, for anyone who is right now, you are in the midst of depression, you are in the midst of grief, you are in the midst of any type of hardship, heartache, anything. Allow yourself to feel all the feelings. And even though you may not know when, okay, they say joy comes in the morning, and there was many mornings that I was like, when is the joy? Where's the joy? What's up with the joy? Okay, like, Billie Holiday, good morning, heartache. Okay, like, what? Where is the joy? So you may not know when, but I promise you, the joy is going to come. You will return to yourself better, especially if you've lost a parent, a mother figure, a father figure, whatever. Allow yourself to feel all the feels, baby. And folks talk about grief, but what they don't tell you is that it's a process that's gonna go, and it takes time. Like I said, it was a little over a year that it took me to start like coming up out the water, that I didn't feel like I was drowning no more. You know what I'm saying? it took some time. So just allow yourself to go through the process. Let yourself cry when you need to cry. Pick up the phone and call somebody and talk about it when you need to talk about it. Another thing I had to realize, and then I'm a transition because I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I feel like it's important because as we end the year, it's a lot of folks who are reflecting, and you lost somebody this year. So days like today, you feel that grief. And what I had to realize was, you know, oftentimes people only view your loss in as how they would have received it or how they would have handled it. And what I realized was that, when my aunt transitioned, a lot of folks, they was like, oh, okay, her auntie passed. Like, oh, okay, a aunt, okay. But they did a lot people who didn't know, I guess, they didn't know. They were thinking about it how they think about their aunt. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to my relationship with my auntie. So they didn't understand why the grief was the way it was. They didn't understand why I felt how I felt. So anybody out there who has lost somebody or somebody has transitioned and you are grieving, sometimes you do have to explain to people what that person meant for you so they can understand how you are feeling. Therefore, they can show up for you the way they need to show up for you. Sometimes you may feel like people are not showing up for you, but it's not necessarily that they don't want to show up for you. They may not know how to show up for you or how they need to show up for you because they don't know the level of grief you are dealing with, because they don't know the level of love that you had for that person. So sometimes you may need to explain that. And I feel like I have to give that advice to anybody who is in deep grief, because you may feel like you are alone. You may feel like people aren't there for you. They're not calling you. They don't care like that. But oftentimes, sometimes folks just don't know that that's what it is for you and that's how it's hitting for you. You may have lost your daddy, but your homeboy don't have a close relationship with his daddy, so he can't even relate to that feeling that you feeling because you loved your daddy and you lost your daddy and you grieving your daddy. But your friends, they don't have daddies like your daddy. So they don't understand the level of grief that you're dealing with. They don't know how to connect to that. So they don't know how to show up for you. So don't be afraid to explain that. Don't be afraid to explain that to folks. I had another friend who she had a miscarriage, and I've never been pregnant. I don't know what it's like. I could imagine, we could imagine, but hearing her explain that feeling of her using the bathroom and seeing her child in the toilet, hearing her explain that feeling, that let me know how I needed to show up for her. That let me know the level of grief that she was dealing with. And like, this is not just a pick up the phone and call, sis, I'm pulling up. Sis, I'm coming through. This is not no pick up the phone type of situation. You don't even want to go in your bathroom because it's a reminder of what you lost. I'm pulling up. We gonna get you up out that house. You gonna come stay with me, and we gonna work through this process together. We gonna hire cleaning people to come clean your home, and I'm gonna show up for you. But if she didn't explain it, I would have never known. So my point is just don't be afraid to explain and to reach out and to tell people how you feeling. Tell them what you're going through. Don't be afraid to do that, because my tribe helped me a lot. I got to send love to my sister Queen Marquis. Marquis lost her mama, and her once I explained to her like what my auntie meant to me and how my auntie was a mother figure for me, she completely understood and immediately stepped in, and we was on the phone constantly. You know what I'm saying? And we was able to talk about the loss. We was able to cry together and talk about our grief and talk about the feelings that we had, because I explained it. She connected to it. She was able to show up. So please rely on your tribe as needed. Pick up the phone, call, talk to folks, explain it. And again, the best I could tell you is the joy is going to come. It may not be tomorrow morning. It may not even be the morning after that, but the joy is going to come. So I'm giving gratitude spiritually in 2022. I'm giving gratitude for the joy coming back. The joy coming back. It was a process. It was intentional, but the joy has come back. And I am I have returned to self. Better though. I've returned better than what I was before, huh? Better than I was before. Okay, I have returned. So that's my spiritual gratitude for 2022. Now let's move on to the mind, huh? Because again, we're focused on holistic gratitude. How can we end this year with holistic wellness, holistic gratitude? So the first question is spiritually, what are you grateful for in 2022? Second question, in 2022, what is one thing that you are grateful happened to your mind? What is one thing that you are grateful that happened to your mind? What are you grateful for that happened to your mind? How did you grow mentally? How did you grow in your thinking? How did you grow in your mindset? How did you shift your mindset in a positive way? What is something that you started doing that had a positive impact on your mind for 2022? For me, y'all, 2022, I had to work on be very intentional about overcoming fear. I had to be very intentional about overcoming fear. Had to. Okay. Can we hold on one second? Can we address Darlene's comment? Let's see what's Darlene said, I want to explain to people what I'm going through, but I don't want trauma. I don't want to trauma dump on people. Okay, Darlene. So let's pause on the mind. Let's go back to the spirit and address this. I want to explain to people, but I don't want to trauma dump on people. That feeling is understandable, but I will just say this. Two things. When people genuinely love you, they want to show up for you. However, we have to understand when they too are not capable of showing up. When someone genuinely loves you and you are expressing how you feel, you are expressing what you are going through, it's okay for them to say, "Hey, I can't handle that right now." One thing we have to be mindful of is being aware of our tribe. If you are in a good tribe, right? You have a good tribe, you have a good community. There should be awareness in your community. So, example, when my aunt transitioned, another sister in my community was going through a breakup. She was ending a relationship. So I'm grieving the loss of my aunt and my granddaddy. She's grieving the loss of her relationship, which is if you go through a breakup, that's a grief process too. You grieve anytime something ends or transitions and becomes anything other than what you expected. You go through a grief process. So she's grieving a relationship. I'm grieving the transitioning of my elders, and in that moment, we couldn't necessarily show up for each other the way we needed to. So if she's in grief for her own situation that's separate from mine, different from mine, you know, I am not going to, I'm aware of that. I'm not going to call her and place my trauma on her because I know I'm aware that she's dealing with her own trauma. She's dealing with her own trauma. She's going through her own thing. And she wasn't calling me to talk about her ending her relationship because she's aware that I'm dealing with my own trauma and I'm going through my own thing. So what we have to practice is awareness in our tribe. You got to practice awareness in your circle. If you are aware that somebody in your circle, somebody in your tribe is going through their own trauma and they going through their own process, that may not be the person that you need to call and release on. That may not be the person that you need to call and trauma dump on, right? It doesn't mean that they're bad. It doesn't mean that they're not willing to show up for you. They just don't have the capacity. And before you even try to pull it out of them, you have already checked within yourself to know that they don't have the capacity. So you are just being mindful. That's how we practice friendship. That's how we practice tribe. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm mindful of, yeah, I'm going through something, sis, but I'm mindful that you are going through something. So I am going to go somewhere else. That's why we have a tribe, right? I'm going to go somewhere else. Okay, my good sis over here has lost her mom. So, and she's grieving a transition of her elder. I'm grieving a transition of my elders. Me and her could connect and let's call and we could cry together, sis. So I'm going to direct my attention and my energy, and me and this sister in my tribe is focusing on each other. Trauma dumping happens when somebody is already at capacity and dealing with their own stuff, and then you call without consent and dump all your trauma on them and expect them to show up for you. That's trauma dumping. That's trauma dumping. So that means that we aren't practicing awareness. That means that we aren't practicing mindfulness. That means that we aren't being authentic in our friendships, because a real friend would not do that. So before you call anybody and place expectations on anybody for them to show up for you, you have to ask yourself, but where are they? Where are they in their relationships? Where are they in their own healing process? Are they going through grief? Are they going through depression? Are they down? Where are they? Really ask yourself that and just try to practice some awareness. Now, we all have been guilty of potentially being in a space where you aren't aware that they're going through something. You aren't aware that they are dealing with their own thing, because that may be a friend who don't talk about it. But that's why you always ask consent. Hey, sis, you all right? What's going on with you? How are you? "Oh, okay, well, girl, I just needed to talk about some things. You got some time for me?" You don't just immediately pick up the phone like, "Girl, let me tell you what happened today, girl." Da, 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 da. Nah, you check on them first. Check their wellness status first before you just start releasing all your stuff. Ask them for consent. Do you have time? Do you have the energy? So I know it takes a lot of self-awareness, it takes a lot of authenticity, it takes a lot of time and care to be able to do that, but it's important, especially if you're trying to keep and maintain healthy friendships. You got to be aware of where your folks are before you start expecting them to show up for you. So I hope that helped. Now, okay, moving forward. Again, going to gratitude. What are we grateful for mentally that happened in 2022? For myself, something I was very intentional about in 2022 was overcoming fear. That's something I'm very grateful for, mindset wise. A huge mindset shift that occurred for me was overcoming fear. And y'all, I'm very big about like conquering fears, period. But this particular fear in 2022, I asked myself, like, what is one big fear that you have left that you need to get better at, that you need to overcome? Y'all, it may sound petty to y'all, but for me, driving, driving, like driving a car, it's driving. I'm grateful that I chose to overcome the fear of driving. Many of you may not know, but when I was in Georgia, I had got my license, right? My senior year of high school, got my license. I had went into college with a Georgia driver's license. I didn't have a car though, but I would, like practice driving in other people's cars. Da, 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 da. One night, I was driving from Augusta to Savannah with my friend. Shout out to Drea. I was driving from Augusta to Savannah with her. Y'all, I was not a good driver. I had already gotten into multiple accidents, huh? You must not know. Okay, I graduated high school in Augusta, Georgia. I went to Academy of Richmond County in Augusta, Georgia. And then I went to college at Savannah State University. Shout out to the HBCUs. Okay, went to Savannah State University. I was my undergrad. Now, went into college, like I said, with a license. Y'all, I would practice driving on other people's cars, but I had gotten into like little fender benders, huh? I wasn't a good driver, y'all. I'm one of them people that hit a parked car before, all kind of stuff. Okay, I wasn't good at it, huh? But one night, I'm late night on the road with my friend, and she was so tired. We were driving from Augusta to Savannah. She was so tired. And I was like, girl, I could drive. It was a straight shot. We was on 25. If you live in Georgia, we on US 25. We driving. I'm like, hey, it's a straight shot, girl. I could do this. Long story short, I couldn't do it, y'all. We ended up flipped over in a ditch. The car was flipped on its side in the ditch. Huh? flipped on its side in the ditch. Okay. Ever since then, I said, I'm hanging it up, hanging it up. The car literally spun, boop, we was flipped on the side in a ditch. Nothing but the grace of God. Okay, we was fine. We came out. We was a little sore. The side because the side of my face had hit the window. The side of my face was a little sore. It was more shell shock than anything. And after that, I was like, I'm never driving again, and I never drove again. I was like, driving is just not for me. It's not my thing. Like I said, I had already been in a couple accidents before that. That was like the big one. I was like, never again. I'm never doing it again. I refuse. It's not gonna happen. This year though, that happened probably maybe like 2013, maybe. I want to say like 20. Yeah, it happened 2012. 2012, I want to say the end of 2012. So basically 10 years. Had never drove, never been behind the wheel of a car. Y'all, I didn't care. I let my license expire. I never went and got my license renewed. I was like, I don't even care about no license. Okay. I don't want nothing to do with driving. I don't want people to even know I got a license because I don't want them to ever think like she could do it in case. That's how anti-driving I was. But this year I said I'm going to overcome the fear. So this year, okay, y'all, I went and I got my learner's permit. Okay. I started taking driver's lessons. Huh? Now I'm still taking lessons. Okay. I don't have my license yet. I'm still taking lessons because I want to be good at it. I want to be good at it. But I got behind the wheel of a car for the first time this year, for the first time in 10 years this year. And even the thought of it, I ain't gonna front y'all, I still get a little like pitter patters, when I think about it. But that was a huge fear to overcome for me. And, it took a lot of work. It took a lot of like trusting my wellness. It took a lot of chanting I am mantras. It took a lot of CBD, THC. Not that I was high and driving, y'all. I didn't smoke before I drove. I didn't. I didn't smoke before I drove. Hmm. No, I didn't. I didn't. I didn't. But I shouldn't have said that part. I shouldn't have said that. Omit that. Omit that. Delete that. Delete that. I didn't say that. It took a lot of I am mantras. It took a lot of chanting. Okay, that's a, that's a yes. After. And things like that. For me to be able to get behind the wheel and like grip the wheel for the first time, y'all. Like the first time I got in the car, the instructor was like, it's okay. So you got to get in the driver's seat. I was like, no, I'm going to just get in the passenger seat. And then you just tell me what to do. And like, literally the first lesson was me in the passenger seat watching them drive like, okay. So, all right. Okay. That was the first lesson, y'all. The first lesson. And I refused to get behind. But long story short, y'all, I started working through overcoming that fear, and again I'm still working through it. So that's my mental gratitude, my mind gratitude for this year. Mentally, I am grateful for overcoming a huge fear of mine, or in processing the going through the process of overcoming a huge fear of mine, which was driving. So that's what I'm grateful for. And now physically, okay, so we got the first one, y'all. What are you spiritually grateful for 2022? What are you mentally grateful for? Physically, what are you grateful for 2022? What is a growth step you took for your physical journey, your body? Okay, I don't care if it's your hair, your eyes, your physical body. What is a step that you took to grow physically? What is something you started doing better this year with taking care of your physical health? It could be something as simple as you went to the doctor and you got a checkup and everything was well. It could be something as big as whatever. Okay, what is something physically that you did this year that really helped you be well, that contributed to your physical wellness? For me, body wise, y'all, I talked about this, on the gram. something that a goal of mine for 2022 was to get in the habit of working out. That was a goal of mine for 2022. Let me tell you, I always say you could tell when I'm single, because when I'm single, I start gaining weight because I'm not active, huh? I'm not active. Okay. You can tell when I'm in a relationship because I start losing weight because I be active. That be my workout, huh? When I'm not in a relationship, I'm not active, huh? So I'm not working out regularly. Okay. So when I'm single, I start gaining weight. So I told myself this year, I said, listen, for 2022, I got to get in the habit of working out because my workout can't be dependent upon a relationship, huh? My workout, my physical health can't be dependent upon a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? That I got to be able to maintain physical wellness as far as like working out, regardless of my relationship status. So thank God I wanted to fall in love with working out too. That was like another thing that was a part of my intention. I wanted to fall in love with working out. I got a homegirl, shout out to Sierra. My homegirl Cece, she be running. Okay. She do marathons, she goes to the gym, she just naturally be working out. I said, girl, pass me that bug, huh? What I need that. How do you do that? What is that? Huh? That you just wake up and say, I'm going for a run today. What is that? Huh? I need some. What's in that coffee? What tea is that? What prayer did you pray? Huh? That you just wake up and say, I want to go for a run. So I said, okay, my intention for this year is I want to fall in love with working out. And y'all, I ain't gonna say I'm fully in love with it, huh? But I have built the habit of working out regularly, at least 3 days, 3 to 4 days a week, usually 4 days a week. I start feeling guilty when I'm down to three, but I'm on a treadmill, I'm doing strength training and working out heavy. I have lost, a good amount of weight. I'm not gonna say the number because I never want to be a weight loss advocate. I never want to be that person that's like, oh, weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. But for me, it's about physically feeling good. I live in a walk-up building. So I need to be able to walk up my steps and not be worn out and out of breath by the time I get to my floor of my building. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to physically feel good. I want to have stamina. I want to have endurance, so it's not so much about the weight. It's about, my endurance, my strength, and I ain't gonna front, when I am active, I want to be able to be active. You know what I'm saying? I like being able to be active. I like being able to be engaged. And I like being able to, to flip it and turn it and sit on it and go for a while. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna front. When I be in the gym, I'm doing squats. I'm not doing squats to look good. I'm doing squats because I want to be able to go. I want to be able to last. You know what I'm saying? So I consider all things. I want to feel good. So I built up the habit of working out. And I told myself, I was talking to my sister the other day. I told myself, if I go to the gym and I'm consistent in the gym for a month straight, then I am going to treat myself to a treadmill. So moving into 2023, I'm buying me a treadmill for my house, for my apartment. I'm gonna get a treadmill. I want a Peloton, y'all. Y'all know I want the best. I want a Peloton treadmill. So moving into 2023, I already started making room for it. I started rearranging things because I'm going to get me a treadmill. I've been consistent all month. I've earned it. So I'm buying me a Peloton treadmill. Okay. Yes, they are nice. Okay. Come on, Divine. Come on, Divine Essence. I really want one. I was on a Peloton treadmill at my friend's house, y'all, and I was beyond impressed, huh? Beyond impressed. So I'm gonna get me a Peloton treadmill and I'm gonna add that and just get more consistent because I told my sister, I said the hard, once I'm in the gym, I'm gonna do the work now. The hardest thing for me be getting up and getting dressed, and I got to be cute because you never know who you're gonna see in the gym, huh? So I'll be like, okay, let me get up and get dressed to be cute and da da da. And y'all, I said I want me at least a treadmill in my house. For strength training, I have weights and I do like my calisthenics. But I said I want a treadmill in my house because for me personally, when I want to be able to just be butt naked with some sneakers on and get on a treadmill, huh? I want to be able to just, throw on a bra to keep the girls in place, put my sneakers on and get the tread. I don't want to have no pants on the treadmill. I don't want to have to put no leggings or no drawers on the treadmill. I want to just be able to be free on the treadmill, just walking. Huh? Huh? I want to be able to, if I get too hot and sweaty, I want to be able to take the bra off mid treadmill. Huh? Just boobies swinging. Huh? On the treadmill, just swinging, hanging and dangling on the treadmill. Huh? With the sneakers on. That's my intention. Okay, the girls is just going. Let the girl get, let the girls out. Who let the girls out? Who let the girls out? I'm just trying to be on the treadmill, just loose as a goose. Don't get me started. Okay, I'm trying to be on there. So I said, if I got the treadmill in my house, I know I'm gonna be more frequent because there'd be plenty of times where even like I just like to walk. I've always been like that. Like even when I was in college, I'll be like, oh y'all, let's go for a walk. Like I love to go for walks, especially when I'm on the phone, when I'm doing anything. I just like to walk. So if I got the treadmill in my house, I'll be able to just, to just go, just naked, Crocs on, naked, huh? Just going on the treadmill. Hey girl, that's the vision, huh? So we are improving physical exercise going into 2023, okay? Because I'm gonna have my treadmill, yes, free balling, okay? Butt booty naked, huh? Sounds liberating, okay? Butt booty naked, huh? In 2023 on the treadmill, sneakers only, huh? I got my Ivy Parks, sneakers only, sneakers and cheeks on the treadmill in the house. That's the intention for 2023. But yes, I'm grateful for my physical wellness, physically enhancing my exercise this year, and we're gonna enhance that even better, huh? In moving into 2023. So the last part of our gratitude list, y'all. So we've gone through, you've listed something that you are grateful for spiritually, you listed something that you are grateful for mentally, you listed something that you are grateful for physically. The last thing is, y'all, what's just something good? What's just something good? When you think of what's the big thing? What's your big thing? Just something good that you are grateful for 2022, excuse me. What's something that you are just grateful for? What's just good? It could be anything. It could be something fun that happened. It could be something sentimental that happened, something peaceful that happened. What is it that you are just grateful for? Just something good that happened to you in 2022 that you just want to give gratitude for. Y'all, I will go. For me, something I am just grateful for, the wellness community. The wellness community. I am grateful for the wellness community. I'm grateful for how we have grown and we continue to grow. I'm grateful for the relationships. There are people who have broken off into like personal friendships. There are people who have met up with each other. There are folks who are, on the phone now and have built like genuine friendships even outside of the community, branched off from the community. I am grateful for the wellness community. Come on, y'all, butterflies in the sky. Come on, y'all. Yes, I appreciate the love. I really do. I am so grateful. Thank you so much, Max. I really appreciate the love, y'all. The thing about the wellness community, family, it has definitely been it's been a beautiful journey. It's been a beautiful journey. And when I started it, the wellness community started February 20th, 2020. And when I started it, I was like, I had a vision of what it would be. I had a vision of how it would be. And it's beyond what I even envisioned. It's beyond what I ever thought it would be. It's more people than I even thought it would be. It's like it's bigger than I could have imagined. It's better than I could have imagined. It's so much more than I could have imagined, and it's still continuing to grow and to be more. I kept reflecting on our book club meeting we had the other day on the 29th, and shout out to the sister Rose. And Rose just opened up and shared so much. And it was just to watch her have that breakthrough moment, to watch other sisters like Tanima step up and Phoenix Goddess step up. And so watch other sisters, Max came in, and just watch so many sisters pour into her and speak to her healing journey, help her realize certain things about her journey, And just to see her, like I was able to just kind of sit back and watch other members of the community help this sister come to revelations and get to a new level of healing. And this is just supposed to be a book club meeting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm grateful for the wellness community. I'm grateful for how we are growing. I'm grateful to be able to watch folks on their spiritual journey and watch y'all grow. And watching y'all grow helps me grow. And it's such a reciprocitous relationship. Like, the wellness community is truly an example of reciprocity for me, because yes, I pour into it and I share and I give, but I receive so much in return. I receive so many lessons. I receive so much love. I receive so much knowledge. I receive so much of a community, a tribe. We are truly a tribe. And it just feels so good. It feels so good. So that is my big gratitude for this year, for 2022. My big gratitude is the wellness community. I love y'all. I love y'all so much, and I'm so grateful for y'all. And I ain't gonna cry. Y'all not gonna have me. Let me tell you, because Pena in the in the book club meeting, Pena was about to try to drag the tears out, and I said I refuse. I refuse, huh? I refuse. Okay, I am not about to sit up here and be crying with y'all. I said I'm not fooling up with y'all today, huh? I'm not fooling up with y'all today. I'm not about to be in here crying. Okay, I love y'all dearly. I really do. And again, it's only gonna get better. God's will, it's only gonna get better, and it's already bigger than I imagined, and I am open to receiving and allowing it to be even bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and more beyond that. So we are just allowing God and spirit and ancestors and the universe and we are allowing the all to move in favor of the wellness community. Okay. I love y'all. Yes, we can only get greater. I love y'all. Now we've done our gratitude list for 2022. We've ended the year in holistic gratitude, holistic wellness. We went through spiritually, mentally, physically, as well as our big thing, right? That we are grateful for. As we end this year and we begin the new year, let's discuss our intentions. And you don't have to because right now it's not the time for me personally, and you do whatever you feel led to do. Okay, but for me personally, this is not specifically the time where I'm trying to get specific. This is New Year's Eve, so I'm channeling energy. What is the energy that we are coming in with? What is the energy that we are moving in 2023? What's the energy? What's the vibe? You know what I'm saying? What's the vibe for 2023? And that's what we are channeling. We are ending the year in holistic gratitude. We are ending the year in holistic wellness. And we are beginning the new year with the vibe of our choice. What's the vibe? What's the vibe for 2023? What's the intentions? What's the energy? What are we channeling? What's the vibe? The vibe for me, I already shared this on my Instagram. The vibe for me for 2023 is doing it now. Doing it now. That's the vibe. The vibe for 2023 is doing it now. So a sister in the group chat, I want to say earlier today, I don't think it was last night. I think it was last night. Rare Beauty said in the group chat that this is her. I think it was Rare Beauty said this is her year of me. This is her year of me. I love that. So what's your vibe? What's your mood? What's your energy for 2023? What's the vibe you stepping in 2023 with? I'm stepping into doing it now. Rare Beauty is stepping into her year of me. For me, doing it now looks like not being so concerned about tomorrow, not saving the moments, not saving the joy for tomorrow. I often have an attitude of, I'm a big saver. So we got to save the money. Okay, I can't get this treadmill now. I gotta save this money because you never know what can happen. You got to save. You got to do that. You got to, I'm very big on that. Okay, I'll take the trip later. I got to do. I'm very big on that, and I want to get to doing it now. Like when I feel the urge, when I feel the vibe to do something that's centered in joy, I'm just gonna start doing it now. I'm gonna start doing it now. I'm not saving the joy for later. I'm not saving the fun for later. I'm gonna do it now. And people, some people may hear this and they may be like, "But you went and you traveled and da 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 da." But as I always say, y'all, I spent about a year and some change saving up and preparing for travel. That wasn't like a just get up and do it now type of thing. I prepared for that. Moving forward, I want to just do it now. I'm just doing it now. You know what I'm saying? Just we doing it. Somebody has said when I talked about this on Instagram, the example I gave was I wanted to try some caviar, and I had been wanting to try caviar for years. It's something I've been wanting to do for years. Y'all know I love Miss Kev on stage and Kev on stage and the whole. I'm a part of the stage crew. Shout out to the stage crew. Slates. That's the emoji. The slates. I love them. But they had did a trip to Napa, and on the trip to Napa they had documented it. It's like a vlog, go watch it if you haven't. And on the trip to Napa they was eating caviar, and I was like, I want to try it. They made it look so good. And this was like maybe 2 years ago, right? This was like early in the panty. And I was like, I want to try it, but caviar is so expensive and I don't want to pay that money for caviar. I don't want to do that. Come on, Lena, come on, stage crew. Come on, stage crew. But I was like, I don't want to pay that money. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And y'all, then it came again. I was telling my sister, I said, I want to try caviar, but I don't want to, pay that money. And I was in Whole Foods, y'all, and I walked past the caviar. Come on, stage crew. I walked past the caviar and I was like, girl, just get it. Just do it now. Just get it. You're gonna walk past this caviar again and talk about how you want to try it and how you want to do it, and you coming up with all these reasons of why you don't want to spend the money and why you don't. Just do it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. At least you could say you tried it. At least you could say you did it. At least you could say you gave it a chance. Like, you don't have to prepare and create a savings account for fucking caviar. Like, just go get the damn caviar. You know what I'm saying? And I want to start living like that more often. When you come from, I talked to y'all before about that lack mindset, that poverty mindset. And when you come from a upbringing of living of paycheck to paycheck, of struggle, you know what I'm saying? Paycheck to paycheck, money wasn't free flowing. You kind of have a lack mindset that you constantly have to free yourself from. You constantly have to do the work to grow out of. And I'm constantly doing the work to overcome the survival mindset, the lack mindset. I'm constantly telling myself that, that this money is currency and the currents shall flow, and it has to flow. It must flow, so allow it to flow. Don't be concerned about, of course, we ain't gonna be foolish. We ain't gonna be foolish, but don't be overly concerned about you gotta save, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, because just in case. Enjoy it now. Somebody has said in the comments of the video, I had told the caviar story on Instagram, and somebody said, follow the joy. Always follow the joy. And 2023, I'm doing it now. I'm following the joy. I'm following the joy. 2023, I'm following the joy. Period. Following the joy. If my spirit wants to do something because that's what's going to bring me joy in that moment, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. If I want to book it, I'm going to book it. If I want to go, I'm going to go. If I want to be at the concert, I'm going to be at the concert. 2023, I'm doing it now. Come on, Beyonce Renaissance. I'm waiting for the tickets. I'm waiting for the tickets. Jill Scott is coming to New York. Jill, I want to come see you. Jill, I love you dearly. Okay, but I need me a flow seat, I need me a flow seat. So I'm pricing Jill. I'm looking at Jill Scott tickets. I need 2 good seats because I want to be able to do one for me and one for my sister. But I'm doing it now. I'm doing it now. Doing it now. Doing it now. Whatever I want to do, I'm doing it now. Whatever's bringing me joy, I'm doing it now. So that's the vibe I'm on. for 2023. That's the intentions I'm stepping into 2023 with. This is my year of doing it now. I'm following my joy for 2023. Okay, and I do have some goals, that I have in mind, some things that I want to work on. And speak on it, Lena. Speak on it, Lena. Because Renaissance tour. I went to the On the Run tour and I paid 500. I think we paid 550. Me and my friend Twan, we paid 550, I think, for our seats, and we wasn't even on the floor. So I said, I know if I want floor seats, I gotta be willing to do 1,000 and better. Child. But I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Y'all don't understand how much of a push this is gonna be, because I am a saver. They call me frugal fancy, huh? They call me frugal fancy because I be fancy, but they know I'm gonna be fancy on a budget, huh? I'm gonna be fancy and frugal. That's a nice bag. What thrift store you got that from? I'm that girl. Oh, that's a nice outfit. Where you thrifted that from? I'm that girl. Because I may have designer, but I ain't paying no full price, huh? Okay, shout out to the boosters. I ain't paying no full price, huh? So this year I'm less frugal. I'm still gonna be wise, but I'm less frugal and stepping into more fancy. Now, a goal though, a growth thing that I have for 2023. Okay, a growth thing that I have for 2023. Y'all got to be real about this, huh? Y'all, this is a vulnerable moment for me, huh? This is a transparent moment for me. 2023, I got a little eczema under my eye right here. 2023, a growth area for me. Y'all. Oh, I don't even know how I want to say it. I'm going to say it. I don't know how I want to say it, but I'm going to say it. I am working on long-term commitments. I'm working on long-term commitments. That is something I'm working on, being intentional about working on in 2023. Long-term commitments like marriage. Like marriage. I'm being intentional about working on long-term commitments like marriage. Y'all, I don't even like to sign contracts, huh? I don't even like to sign contracts. Okay? When I got to do like a brand deal or something, I'll be like, let me see the agreement. I don't even like long-term brand deals. I like one and done. Shout out to Roses Forever, who was like, look, we'll just send you this and plug us here and that's it. I'm not a long-term commitment fan. I'm not good at being bound to anything. I'm a freedom girl. I'm an Aquarius. Okay, I'm a freedom. I like to flow. I like to just go with the vibe, huh? We feeling it right now. We feeling it. Let's just go with the vibe, huh? That's just me. We vibe. All right? Like I'm like that. But I do know that I'm very big about, like I said before, preparation. And I know the type of wife I want to be. I know the type of mother I want to be. I always knew that I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I always knew that I wanted to be a stay-at-home wife. But I also wanted to earn my own coin as well. I always knew that I wanted to homeschool my children because I know I want to be able to educate them. I've opened up about that. Like I'm okay with having my children go to school, but I want to be able to them come home and they're educated and mommy is well and happy and whole. I have the vision of the type of wife I want to be. I know the type of wife I want to be, the type of mother I want to be. And I've set myself up to be able to fulfill that vision. I've placed myself in soft life, huh? I've placed myself in soft life. So I feel like I am prepared. Y'all, I'm being real here, okay? This is full transparency, huh? This is a conversation I have with my homegirls, okay? I'm having with y'all, huh? I feel like I am prepared to be a wife and a mother. But then when I think about that, this is a forever commitment, I get very nervous, especially with children, huh? You have a child forever. You have a child forever. They don't go nowhere. God's will. You are a mother forever. So as I'm having these discussions about, children in marriage, I'm like, forever, forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. Like if I get pregnant and have a baby, I'm going to then be a mother forever. I'm forever and always responsible for this child. You talking to me, you talking to Mrs. Get Up and Go. You talking to like, I like being free. So something I am intentional about working on this year is my relationship with long-term commitments. That may be a mindset thing I have to work on. That may be my mindset goal for this year, is to mind my mindset and grow my mindset with long-term commitments. Okay, and that's kind of a part of the doing it now. Okay, so don't be surprised if I just elope. Okay, don't be surprised if I pop over here one day and tell y'all I done married somebody's son. You know what I'm saying? Just randomly, because I'm just gonna do it now. So I'm preparing y'all now. Don't be surprised, okay? If I just pop up on here and I done married somebody's son, huh? Don't be surprised if I pop up on here with a little wham wham, a little baby. A little wham wham. A little wham 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 wham. Don't be surprised, okay? Because I'm doing it now, and I feel like it may be something I just gotta just dive into, huh? It may be something I just gotta roll into. Okay, maybe I can't plan it. Huh? I just gotta roll into it. Okay, because I'm a planner. I'm like, if we're gonna have a baby, I want to plan a baby. Huh? I want to plan it. I want to, I need to prep for it. Huh? But maybe I just need to just jump into it. I don't know. But I'm gonna work through this. 2023, that's one of my goals. 2023, my year. You see, I came into three. I'm choking up, huh? Because it's a thing. It's a thing. But 2023, I'm working on doing it now, huh? Hey, Darcel, me and you are never one Listen, huh? Listen. You said talk about a baby. Where's Diddy? Diddy is right behind me, and see that used to be my excuse. My excuse used to be, I got Diddy. But I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm ready, but I don't know if I'm ready, but I'm ready. But I'm ready. But I'm ready. But I don't know. But I'm ready. But I don't know. But I'm ready. That's how I feel. That's where I'm at right now. So 2023 is my year of clarity and deciding, am I really ready for this? Working on my relationships, working on my relationship with long-term commitments, huh? Don't be talking about you ready. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. I don't know. No, I do feel like I'm ready. I do feel like I'm ready. I have more clarity. I gotta pray on it, huh? I gotta manifest. I don't know. I need clarity. But yeah, I feel like I'm ready. I feel like physically I'm prepared. Spiritually, I'm prepared. It's really mentally that I have to prepare. I have to mentally prepare, okay, to have a child forever. Forever. Diddy needs a bath right now. After we end this, Diddy is getting a bath. Imagine a child. Imagine me being married and we have to sign a contract that says forever that we're legally bound by the law. Ain't no just walking out. Ain't no just get up and go. By the law, we are legally bound. forever by law. If I decide to leave you, you could take me to court. Imagine. Huh? Imagine. That's having a child and I'm forever bound to the daddy. Forever bound to the nigga. Huh? I don't. It's a lot to think. It's a lot to think about. It's a lot to think about, but I'm thinking through it. Okay. So yes, y'all, for 2023, again, right now, I don't feel like, for me personally, this is not in this moment or for New Year's Eve, huh? It's not the time that I'm like, standing firm and standing fast and, all of these long list of commitments and I'm going to do this, this, and that. I'm not making resolutions, huh? I'm not making resolutions. What I'm doing is stepping into energy, manifesting energy, channeling energy. And the energy I'm channeling is doing it now. Doing it now. One goal, mindset wise, working on my relationships, my relationship with long-term commitments, mindset wise. That's it. But other than that, y'all, I'm just flowing. We just flowing, huh? We just flowing. Rain, you already know. You already know. Okay, we bringing in good health, feet in the air, money in hand, good health and abundance. That new year comes in, feet in the air, money in hand, huh? Money in hand, feet in the air. And then look, see if I have a baby, I can't just do that and then be free. I can't just do that and then be free. You see how I'm able to do Diddy like that? Just go ahead on. Leave me alone. His food is out. I got an automatic feeder, automatic water giver. You can't do that with a baby. I don't have. How you do that with a baby? How you do that with a baby? They don't have automatic bottles for the baby. Self-feed. They don't have that. My baby gonna walk around with a straw, a backpack, a canteen. I can't just throw the baby to the side and say, go be free, leave me alone. I can't do that. Long-term commitments, huh? I want to be a good mother, huh? I'm working on it. Okay, family. But I hope this helped y'all. Again, this is all about ending the year and beginning the year in holistic wellness, manifesting holistic wellness. So we did our gratitude list spiritually, mentally, physically. What are you grateful for? And then what is your big gratitude? And then also beginning the year, manifesting wellness. What's the energy you stepping into? What's the energy you channeling? Huh? What's the vibe you on beginning the year? Okay. Have a good time, y'all. Make sure, again, go watch the New Year's ritual video, which is the previous video to this one. Go watch that video for like things you could be doing to set your home and, your black eyed peas and your greens and other things that you could do to manifest health and abundance and all of that stuff. Don't feel rushed to do anything. Don't feel forced to do anything. Only do what to tell your son, I said, hey, son. Only do what you feel spiritually led to do. I don't want you to watch the New Year's ritual video and feel forced to do anything or feel like if you don't do it, then you're not going to get that energy. It's all about intention, right? So even if all you got is a little white tea light candle, which is what I'm going to use tonight. Tonight, I'm going to have a little white tea light candle. Okay, I'm going to write down my energy that I'm manifesting. I'm putting it under that tea light candle. And as the new year enters in, my candle is lit. I got my cinnamon ready. I got all my things, huh? I got all my things, okay? And I got my black eyed peas, my greens, my catfish, my cornbread. Everything is prepared. But I'm doing what I feel led to do. I'm doing what feels well for me, and you do what feels well for you. Tomorrow, New Year's Day, just spend some time basking in the energy that you desire. Spend some time basking in the energy that you desire. What's the energy? What's the vibe for 2023? Don't feel rushed to make a plan, to make a goal list, the short-term goals, long-term goals. Don't feel rushed to do none of that. Just bask in the energy. Just bask in the vibe. Spend at least a full day just focused on the vibe. Focus on the energy and go from there, family. So I love y'all. Happy New Year's Eve. Next time I see y'all, it will be 2023. Wellness community. I'm about to post the replay for the book club meeting that was on the 29th. I'm about to post that in there. The black eyed pea recipe is already in there. Hopefully, y'all already got your black eyed peas on. In the recipe, Wellness Community, you notice that I put a crock pot recipe for unsoaked dry beans. I put another crock pot recipe for if you pre-soak. I also put a stovetop recipe for pre-soaked. And then I also put a quick recipe for real quick beans. If you got some frozen black eyed peas or some canned peas. So there's 4 different sets of instructions. I hope y'all paid attention to that. Follow the ones for whatever it is that you're doing, okay? And don't let folks shame you into using some frozen black eyed peas. If you want to use frozen black eyed peas, use the frozen, use the can. Okay, you don't have to be soaking beans and go run out and get you a dollar can of black eyed peas and do what you got to do. Make them to your liking. Okay, don't let nobody force you, huh? Do what feels well for you. As I said, I love y'all. 2023. I will see y'all. If anybody who is choosing not to indulge in this Gregorian New Year, it's okay. Everything we just discussed, you can do whenever you feel like honoring the new year for you. So you can do these things for your birthday. You can do them for the spring equinox. You can do them for the Lunar New Year, which is January 22nd. We'll do a whole nother video about the Lunar New Year around that time. But whenever you feel like honoring the new year, whenever you feel spiritually led, that's when you do your thing for you. Family, right now, I am genuinely feeling grateful. I am genuinely feeling joy. I'm feeling peace. When I get up off here, I'm going to put my music on. I'm going to clean out my, I'm going to clean Diddy, and then I'm going to clean out my tub and start preparing my spiritual bath, family. And I really pray that you are finding some sort of joy, some sort of peace, some sort of it. Okay? I love you dearly, and I will see y'all 2023. Okay? I will see y'all 2023. Happy New Year's Eve, family. Much love. Say bye, Diddy. Say Happy New Year's Eve to the people. Okay.